Alps nicotine pouches are here to keep your vibe alpine fresh and wildly delicious. These little flavor bombs are like a Swiss Army knife for your cravings. Discreet, smokeless, and no spitting required. Alps has your back. Pick from zesty citrus, cool mint, or something that tastes like a mountain breeze. Decided to party. Pop one in and boom! You're basically a nicotine ninja. Head to our bio to get 10% off or just follow the link.
You're comfortable.
You know, there's nothing better than walking up to a strange dog and petting it. What did Theo say?
I feel
that
you're
AI
a
was
borderline
crazy.
pedophile. Dude, I just can't with him, dude. He says the most off the wall shit.
He does.
He cracks me the fuck up. You think those stories he tells are true?
I
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, he used to be a big.
either they're. I think they're
Drug
true to some degree, whether it's him or something he's seen. But I mean, that's what makes him so like out there. It's just his personal experiences.
He has had a wild
him up,
life,
dude. I mean, you couldn't be like that unless you went through some shit.
If you're making that up, you have a wild mind.
Yeah.
If you're making the stories up that he,
I just don't know. I don't know how he does it on the fly like that. Like,
because it's already up there.
One time,
Dude.
my buddy told me, or it's just like, what?
He had Zuckerberg on the other day.
That was a weird interview.
And like Zuck's talking about like smart people shit, and then Theo would chime in like, yeah, and he'll say something fucking off the wall about drugs, and Mark's like, yeah, so, and then he goes back to like he just doesn't know how to like interact with that.
Dude, Zuckerberg, I only saw like a few clips. He looked like he was like being interrogated, like a police interrogation. His hands were on the table the whole time like this. Like it was weird.
Well, he probably felt uncomfortable that this dude, I'm corporate CEO of one of the largest companies in the world. I'm on this crazy motherfucker's podcast. I have no idea what he's going to say.
Yeah.
He's probably just doing what he's told.
Who's
Go on the
Zuckerberg?
podcast.
Put your hands on
Don't
the
say
table.
anything
Don't say
stupid. Yeah.
Don't say too much because he'll run off with it.
That dude said, if you're petting a dog and he don't leave, you're a pedophile. I did not expect that, dude. I was like, what?
I listened to his today with David Spade. I mean, this shit is funny. They play off each other too. Like they're both fucking out there, and they go back and forth.
Well, you think most of the people that interview with him are just like fucking with him?
Mm-hmm.
Well, just think of how many drugs that David Spade has done. When fucking Chris Farley was alive, they were probably
Zooted.
Oh, yeah.
nonstop.
Yeah.
So they're in the same dimension.
Headspace.
What episode are we on?
Yes.
30-30?
Episode 30.
Ooh.
3-0.
That's big.
Yeah. So I figured we've reached a milestone. It's about time we go ahead and put this equipment on Facebook Marketplace and try and get some money back for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, might as well.
Close up shop.
Marketplace is tough.
It's really
How
not
much you got for sale on there right now?
About half the house. How much have we sold? Nothing. That's why I have this.
Dude, you're really selling everything. You sent pictures of glasses to us.
Dude,
I'm like, this motherfucker
Are those
is
the ones you
just
wear every day?
liquidating.
No, I don't wear those. I have like 10 pair of sunglasses that I don't even wear. But I mean, when you're moving, best case scenario, we're going to have 2,000 square feet.
Yeah.
So when you're moving from 5 to 2,
You can always just buy another pair of sunglasses.
that's what I'm saying.
It's like,
yeah.
Well, you're moving in with not your own house, so
not right away. Right?
yeah.
Exactly. And then even when we move in somewhere, it's just like, it's not going to be our long term. Like the plan is buy it, fix it up for 2 years, sell it, no taxes, and then move again. So the more shit you got to move, the more shit you got to store,
Yeah.
the more shit you got to move again.
Are you
I'm with
you gonna pay a moving company?
No.
You are out of your mind.
Why?
I would never move again without.
He's not taking his whole house. like
Jacob,
we have
he's selling
last time we
he's
moved.
selling everything.
He's selling everything. He's taking a couple bed sets.
He has a
and
backpack
fucking
on his
clothes.
back.
Yeah. A backpack,
Got his stick in his little
couple
red bag.
couches,
Just
maybe a TV or two. But other than that, that's it.
I don't even think you're going to have any like towels and wash racks. Like you're just selling everything.
Oh, that's the shit that I would just
It's just a beach
throw
have
away.
a beach towel.
Or
That's it.
donate. I mean, what's a towel at TJ Maxx? $2?
I don't know.
$5?
who knows
I
nowadays?
don't know. But
Can I just come over and like,
take what you want.
yeah,
I mean, I
like
think
a free consignment?
by the after it's officially under contract, I mean, we talked about just having like an estate type sale where you say, hey, walk through the house and make offers.
It's not. I mean, that's exactly what I do. I'm hesitant to take a bunch of stuff though because I may be in the same path here in the next couple years. I don't want to accumulate a bunch of shit.
That's
Michael, you got a lot of shit, dog.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I could use. I mean, I would come take some shit off your hands if you wanted to get rid of stuff, but
The reality is, we all have a lot of shit, and until you start to actually go through and realize, like, you start to say, I'm gonna have to move all this shit and then pay to store it to maybe never use it again,
Dude,
you start really thinking like,
I'm out on that.
I don't need any of this shit.
we have
sure.
boxes that we have not unpacked from moving out of our old house 5 years
And
ago.
you know what you should do with those boxes? Put them right in the fucking trash.
I have
Yeah.
I have an entire encyclopedia collection.
For what?
What are you fucking doing with encyclopedias, dog?
Would it look good in your office?
I read them.
No, you don't.
don't, dude.
Listen to me. Listen to me. ChatGPT does all that now. You don't need encyclopedias.
I think
that's
I
what
think
that is.
they were my grandmother's.
Do you
and
have Do you have National Geographics too?
Yeah.
Your grandmother fucking needed them,
Hold on.
Jacob. She had a
I
purpose.
have-
What do
we
you
have?
have them for?
We have in one of our closets in the basement. It was that you remember the one like the shelf they built
Yeah.
in your closet?
Yeah.
I have that. It's full of DVDs and VHS that
Okay.
Cassidy has kept from.
Get rid of that shit.
I know.
They don't
Dude,
even make DVD players anymore.
We have-
or VHS.
I know.
We have in the built-ins in the basement, one of those sections, about 3 feet wide. It's all DVDs.
Jeez.
All DVDs.
When I did have the Tahoe, that thing still had a DVD player. And that shit was clutch, bro. You can get DVD. We were buying DVDs for like $1 a piece, like all the good movies.
Oh,
It was awesome.
Amanda used to love the Black Friday deals because they'd have the big boxes when you first walk in the store of what was it, $5 DVDs or
Yeah.
$3 DVDs?
Yeah.
Was your Tahoe the one where you can store like 6 CDs in
No,
it?
no. It was an LTZ too, and I still could only fit one in there. I'm a little disappointed.
That was nubs.
You know what? It was really legit when they had the 6 disc,
Yeah.
but it was in the fucking trunk.
In the trunk,
So if you
yeah.
wanted to change the rotation, you had to get out, open
out.
your trunk, go through your CD case, and then pop some new bad boys in there.
What a world. The kids will never understand the struggle.
They got Pandora and Alexas and
Yeah, if
everything
Well,
else.
we have Fandango, like Voodoo, and there's like 300 movies that we have bought on there. Like,
How would you do that when you can go get a DVD? Come on, dude.
right, dude. Yeah.
The sound quality of a DVD is 10 times better.
you're right.
dude, what about the Blu-ray?
Especially bumping in a Tahoe with some busted up speakers.
Hey, you get one of these on your shirt, little rub on your shirt. Fucking.
It doesn't work. Get the toothpaste. Get the peanut butter out.
Oh my god.
Get the peanut butter.
All right, we're good.
And you might have to
little hot breath on the CD before you put it in.
tap on it.
What a time.
What about the Nintendo when you had to blow in
You
the
had to
game?
blow it.
Oh yeah. Hang on real quick.
You had
Well,
to have the nice.
Nintendo's legit. I mean,
I mean, those are still. I don't know. I'd still play the Nintendo.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I would too.
You know what cracks me up when I see old pictures that I have and they're like grainy as shit.
Oh,
And
terrible.
You can't even like see anything. Like my buddy sent me like an album that we created like back in like 2008 or 9, maybe probably even 2010. But like it was us playing flag when we played a flag football league and looking at the pictures, you can't even see our faces. And I'm like, why this used to be like good footage back then? Like, why is it so advanced
It was
now to
from-
where we can't see?
It was from a camera that you had to hold on your shoulder.
No. It was from
A cell
actual,
phone?
no, actually, it was from my actual camera. Yeah, that I took.
You'd like drop your pictures off and
Like
get
your
them
digital,
developed.
no, like your digital, no, like digital camera. I'm not that. I'm that old, but I'm not
Come
that
on,
old.
Unc. You're not fooling us. You might be able to fool the listeners, but
Yeah, I had to take it to CVS and get it developed.
All right. Well, hold on. Dennis, back to your estate sale. Serious question. What are you doing with the shuffleboard? Have you trying to sell it?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, have you tried
How many
to
times
sell it on Marketplace?
Everything is for sale,
I know.
bro.
I'm saying, have you put it on Marketplace?
No.
Okay.
I haven't put anything in the basement on Marketplace because I'm hoping
You can
if somebody
sell it all.
buys it, maybe this house is bigger and they just want it all.
Right. It's already set up for
I know
it.
And
you
even
don't.
if I don't have to sell it, I'll just not move it.
I know you don't have a TikTok, but have you seen the guy Manny? That's a watch, one of the like watch guys that sells watches. His name is Manny. I don't know if y'all have seen it or not.
Is he,
But
he got
his-
a beard?
I'll have to show you a video of later. But his slogan thing is everything's available.
Yeah.
And he had a shirt the other day. I saw a video. It said everything's available. I was going to get it for you. 'Cause
You should.
That's what you
You
are
should.
right now.
I mean, you got to think like storage unit, air conditioned storage unit is going to be $400 a month at least.
Your parents don't have a shed?
No, her dad and brother have a shop. We can keep some stuff there, but I don't want to.
It's an hour away.
Yeah, I don't want to. Well, I'm not going to need it
That's
for the
true.
foreseeable future. When I do, like, I'll just get a truck. But like by the time you store something for a year, you could have bought all that furniture all over again. And we're moving to the coast. Like the farmhouse vibe isn't going to really fly
No, you don't have a
at the
vibe.
beach. No, so
Yeah, I'd sell it all.
that's. I mean, sell it all and get more later.
Sell it all. Maybe you won't need it. The kids' toys is what just stresses
Oh,
me out.
we got rid of a lot of those.
It's just it like I just
Yeah, I know.
I
my
told
blood boils.
I asked Cassidy the other day because the playroom was just destroyed. I was like, why don't you throw a bunch of shit in a box and we'll just get rid of it?
Mm-hmm.
I think she had like 3 things in the box.
Everything's sentimental.
Yeah,
No. Nope.
Yeah.
No, the only
I
way
was
you
like, babe, this is all you can pick out?
you got to just move, and it literally just force you to go through shit. And after you get rid of it, you're like,
just do it.
why don't we just do that?
Ashley gets into like a kick like every couple months where she just goes in the toy room or playroom and just trash bag and just throwing shit in the trash bag.
They don't play with it. The more shit they have, they do not. They'll pull it out to
I
get to
agree.
something else.
I agree.
Like it's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah,
It's
worse. It's like ADD times a million.
See, my girls are at the age now where they're never really even in the playroom anymore.
Ours either.
All right,
You know,
I mean,
I got a
ours is-
TV and everything in there, and they don't.
Yeah.
I mean, they got a TV in all their rooms now, but they
Time
don't
to-
even. They
Time
don't
to
even
convert
go.
it.
I know. I want to
What
make
are
it
you
into an
thinking?
office.
No, little whiskey sipping.
I could do that.
You can make it like a
Sitting
bar office. Yeah.
But because you got the glass doors, right?
Yeah,
So just put some tin on those, close those puppies up, gets a couple lounge chairs in there.
yeah.
I got a nice leather couch that would look good.
Remember,
I don't
remember,
need anything right now.
Nice leather
Remember-
couch, bro.
I got enough shit.
We got owner financing. How much you need?
everything's available.
Everything's available.
hey, do you
I'll
remember?
give you a good interest rate, 0.99% over a year, baby. We finance.
Bro, my credit limit is maxed right now. So
We don't even pull credit. No hard credit pull.
It's Easter.
your job's your credit.
I can't even make my regular payments. I can't make a payment to you. Take IOUs.
Hey, do you remember how like Josh and Sarah's how his little office was set up with the soundboard and he had like the whiskey and shit in there?
Yeah,
and
that's
the
dope.
I think he had cigars in there too.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
does.
Yeah,
He's got it
and that's
vented.
not a big room either. So I'm like, that's the vibe.
He had a thing in there where he can smoke a cigar in there.
It's vented and
Pumps it
sealed.
out.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be legit.
That's the way to do it. If you're gonna build something like
Right.
design it all yourself, that's
If I had Josh's money, I'd do the same thing.
you ain't lying.
Hey,
I'd have that
Tony.
giant safe.
still early.
If I had Josh's money, I'd be able to fix my drywall that my dog has messed up, and then my trim that's still all jacked
Oh,
up.
I can fix that
That's
for you.
$10 worth of spackle and some elbow grease.
I look at that
baby.
shit every day, and I'm like, oh my god, dude, it just drives me nuts.
Dude, I spend the winter when I'm slow at work and I got days off here and there. I just go around and fix shit.
I know, but if I'm going to fix it, he's just going to fuck it up again.
I know that's true.
Yeah,
He's got to get past that that stage.
I thought he'd be past it by now. We've had this fucker for like a year and a half now.
usually around 3 they start calming down.
All right, so
I'll tell you what,
I'll touch base in another year and a half. Boys.
Dennis, I'll trade you Maverick for your shuffleboard table.
Yeah, he needs a dog.
Dude, Mav would love.
Rather than that, I would just prefer to give you the shuffleboard table.
Deal. See what I did there, boys?
Good doing business with you. I feel good. You feel good. That's a win-win.
That was good negotiating.
I'll
That
take
thing's got to be heavy, dude.
It's not that heavy.
Really?
Because I got
Not
a
as
cheaper
heavy.
You can
one.
walk it across the yard.
I mean, it's not like it's a
think-
pool table. You know, it's just a big piece of like block wood that's on top just of a
Yeah,
The
I think it was only
gold
$600. If you were to get like a legit one that are like, some of those things are like $5,000.
Yeah.
That would probably be heavy.
The Golden Tee is probably 3 times as heavy as that table.
It is. It's on wheels though, so if you get it
Yeah, it's on
right,
wheels.
it's not that bad.
Did you ever fix
Dude,
it?
if that thing worked, I would take it from you. But it doesn't work.
What does it
I mean,
take?
it works.
What
It
does
turns
take?
on. You just need some computer nerd to fix it. So if you have any tech buddies that know how to fix it, it's not that hard. I looked into it. I just never had time to fuck with it.
Well, you got all the time in the world right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get rid of it. So I'm not gonna fuck with it. Well, I guess I could fix it to sell it.
Right. Or if
It's
you
true.
want to just push it across the yard, I hope you get it.
Speaking of all
You
the
want me to fix it so you can just take it.
Yeah, and then you can come over and fix it.
good doing business with you.
No, I bet you somebody would buy it as is.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
It still plugs in, turns on, all the lights and all that stuff work. It just
How much you buy that thing for?
zero. I got it for free.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
How much those things go for?
Fixed up
Yeah.
like $2,000.
No shit.
Dude, I got a guy I used to work with. He's big into pinball machines.
He could
And
probably
I bet
fix it.
he could fix it.
Probably. But dude, there's nothing to it. You can look in there. There's literally one little computer board and then the little connectors that go to the buttons and stuff like that. But outside of that, that's pretty much it. It probably just needs something soldered on there or
Yeah.
just somebody that knows how to connect it all and then just program it.
Yeah.
The lady I got it from said it was working. Her husband was an elevator guy. He got all fucked up one night, was trying to fix it, and then
Smoked
he
it.
died. So she was like, I'm not fucking with it, and just was like, do you want it? I was like, yeah, I'll take
He
it.
died from trying to fix the machine.
No, he died from.
He electrocuted himself, and that's why it no longer works.
No, did I say elevator? No, yeah, he didn't electrocute
He
himself.
went out the way he wanted playing golf
No.
on the Golden Tee.
But yeah,
Speaking of all that free time you've had, have you been playing any golf?
it's been 3 days, motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a long 3 days.
it's been nice the last 3 days. Other than it was a fucking
No, but
windstorm yesterday.
I'm supposed to play Friday, but it's supposed to rain like
Yeah.
90% chance.
Yeah, I've seen that because I was contemplating playing
Yeah, should.
Yeah, I thought it was supposed to rain all this week.
just Friday now.
I think there might be a chance tomorrow, but Friday is like 90%. But who knows? They could change, and then before you know it, it's going to rain Saturday, and Friday's going to be beautiful. So
Yeah.
I'm staying optimistic. But yeah, Morgan estate sale coming soon. Details to follow. We do finance.
Any
I still need to shoot you a picture of that bar.
yeah,
I keep fucking forgetting.
any traffic showings or anything?
No, but somebody, a real estate agent, reached out to our agent last night and said somebody's very interested because we're offering like a 2-in-1 buy down
Yeah.
on the rates.
How does
so
that work? You just come out of pocket like 10 grand or something?
I think it's more than that, but yeah, it essentially buys their interest rate down 2% the first year, 1% the next year. So hopes are,
But what if
you know, within that time frame, you can refinance at a better rate than 6.5.
right?
Or either way, you're still going to save thousands of dollars over a 2-year period.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good right now.
We tried
'cause
that.
the
I tried that
feds-
too when I was trying to sell the Waterview house.
Yeah.
Yeah, the feds just came out today and said they're not changing interest rates.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I want to talk about this underground bunker
Oh, yeah, we should.
conspiracy
It's not just a bunker, it's a full on like
village.
different country
Like a
underneath
state?
of us.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't,
Underground United States.
there's no way it's $21 trillion. There's not even that much money in the
was
world.
What was the story again?
It's over what the course of the last what, 20 years or something they were saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up how much the stock market's worth.
What was the story again about it?
I'd have to.
So 21 trillion missing.
Missing.
Yeah. That's how much it costs
Oh,
that they're saying missing to build it. A former Bush administration aide came forward, 21 trillion and said, allegedly 21 trillion has quietly vanished, funneled into underground infrastructure projects across the U.S. Over 170 massive subterranean facilities, some the size of small cities, are said to exist beneath our feet and even under the ocean.
Which is even more crazy that it's under the ocean.
how come
Like,
no one's
how
got
do
a
you-
picture of this?
Like, how do you do that? Like, I have heard that there's definitely like underground areas, and we've always known, especially with like the government, like in DC,
Well,
like
we know
there's
tunnels.
there's underground tunnels and stuff like that because that's how some of these high-powered officials move around, and hope and God forbid that there was ever an attack, like that's how the president and all these other people move.
Supposedly, it's all being built for the year 2030. I guess the world's going to end in 2030.
Okay, well, they told us the world was
So-
going to end the year 2000.
No.
This sounds like the same plot from Encino Man.
Every movie has a purpose.
My thing is though, if I was that wealthy, I wouldn't share a bunker with a bunch of random people.
I wouldn't
Because
share with anybody.
Well,
They
this-
had
this is-
exactly
this is-
my point. I
this is
wouldn't
the
share with
government.
anybody.
Well, no, I mean, you would to stay alive.
I thought it said government, tech billionaires.
Yeah.
There's no way the government could funnel $21 trillion to this. I don't think. Maybe they could.
I think they could.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Who else is
they're
funding it,
Figuring
though,
out
too?
now all this untraced money. Like,
Who in the government needs to go though? That it would need to be that big.
Who in the government do we not know of? Probably thousands
I mean,
that we don't know of that control the everyday world.
I mean, they have
They all
full
have-
blown like bases built into mountains.
yeah, they all have continuity
Well, yeah.
of operation plans. Like everybody has that, but
I watch those YouTube videos of how them bases are built in the mountains, and it is fucking wild.
There's like Dunkin' Donuts, and the one I saw of like a truck driver, there's like Starbucks and everything down there.
Really?
I mean,
What?
you would think too if like let's just say for example there was a bombing in DC or like DC's under attack, the president's got to be able to escape and get somewhere from underground. So it's not just gonna stop and end like underground. Maybe I guess maybe it could, and he survived long enough to escape later
He's probably got a personal metro train car just wait
to somewhere like a bug out spot.
Supposedly there is
Jacob would know. He works in the metro.
from the capital, like to these mountain bases, like
Yeah, Tucker
Pennsylvania, West Virginia.
Tucker was saying that he knows somebody that where there's like a transfer station or whatever to where there's like an entrance into like on Constitution Avenue.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
Straight up out of a movie.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that at
Flip
all.
open the little green box, and there's a set of stairs.
I'm just saying 21 trillion. That's a lot of money.
And that doesn't quietly disappear.
That's a lot.
I mean, just think
but look at all the money that's quietly disappeared right now. I mean,
about Disney World. There's fake doors that just look like nothing, that there's entrances in anything. So it's very easy to deceive people in a way. And especially if like in a high powered city like DC, I'm sure that they got something that probably looks like a house or whatever that you just thinking, oh, it's just a.
Well, I agree with you. I'm just saying there's no way it needs to be $21 trillion.
No. And
Elaborate.
If you're spending that much money, there's a lot of people down there working on that. How have they all stayed quiet?
That's true too.
yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I'm sure they all sign whatever's NDAs or whatever. Someone slips up.
Yeah.
Someone slips up.
Well, maybe that's how
that's
we're
not-
hearing about it now.
It's not like 10 people working on that either.
No, you're talking thousands.
Yes. Yeah.
Over the course of 20 years, maybe tens of thousands,
Yeah.
and all of them stayed quiet. No chance.
You got to think a football stadium
Some
is
of them are
what?
not staying quiet now.
A football stadium is $5 billion. I mean, 21 trillion is a lot more than 5
I guess it
billion.
costs a lot of money to go down than it does to go up.
I don't know.
Dirt's heavy to move.
I don't know.
Yeah, like where are they putting all of that material?
Well, let's ask this. If y'all did have access to that bunker, what's one thing you guys would want down there? Anything. Like,
Peace and quiet.
well,
You're gonna get that when you're dead.
if it's as big as they say, I don't think you're going to get that.
I would definitely have a gun, a handgun.
Fuck a handgun. I want it like a.
Well, something that you can't.
I was thinking like
the-
Taco Bell or like Starbucks or McDonald's. Y'all are, I mean, I'm pretty sure you're good if you got access to this $21 trillion bunker. Like I'm sure there's
but
a gun or
they
two
could
down
like
there.
lose their minds under there, dude.
I mean, there would have to be like a legit piece of place down
There would need to be like laws and bylaws because you're right. If they do just have guns, like how do you know somebody just doesn't lose their mind and kill everybody?
Start
And it's the
killing
exact
themselves.
opposite of what it was intended for.
I wouldn't mind having a bottle of nowadays down there.
Yeah.
Maybe a case.
You would definitely need it to keep you sane.
Whoa.
Like what? Like what's the light situation?
Well, if it was 21 trillion, I mean, it might look like just a regular old city. I mean, trees,
Yeah, but
lights.
everything would have to be powered by lights though, because it's underground. It's dark. It's
Yeah.
not like you got sun shining.
21 trillion, you buy a lot of diesel fuel. Run the generator.
Probably got their own sun down there.
They might. They might. What is Elon Musk saying that the Earth is eventually going to burn up from the sun? Did you hear that?
Don't believe it.
No, I didn't hear that.
That's why we have to be a multi-planetary species.
Sure. Whatever that.
He's just saying whatever he can to get the government to fund his fucking Mars project.
Right.
Nobody wants to go to Mars except for you.
He's got a bunch of
Fuck off.
rockets that look like dildos fucking lined up.
Yeah.
They just built. I was talking to a guy the other day. I can't remember what base it was, but they just built. They're working on building a whole complex for Elon and all his shenanigans
Great. More
on a
money.
base.
I saw something too. They're trying to move NASA to Houston, which I guess was like the birthplace of space travel and space exploration,
Mm-hmm.
which would be wild.
Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah. Oh, good point. Good point.
It's in Florida now, right?
No, NASA's headquarters is in
Oh, they're trying to move the
NASA
headquarters.
Goddard. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Out of DC.
Hmm.
That'd be wild. I'd move to Texas if I worked at NASA and they were just like, hey, you want a job, move to Texas.
Yep.
Cheap housing. Get a mansion on like 10 acres for like 450,000.
Barely 400.
Yeah.
Yeah. A friend of mine built a house down there, and it's giant. Probably almost 6,000 square feet. Pole barn. Here it'd be 2 million easy, and I think it was all under $1 million out there
Oh, yeah.
on like a 5-acre piece of land. Like,
And probably
Insane,
close to the
dude.
city too. Yeah, not far.
I think I could live near Fort Worth. Go to that honky tonk.
did you see
Yeah.
all Laney Wilson and all them were at Billy Bob's?
Mm-mm. Recently?
Yeah, and Co Wetzel, Laney, Jelly Roll.
Really?
Yeah.
I stopped caring about Lainey Wilson when she got on Ozempic because
And you got
everything she had, it's gone.
yeah.
It was a hell of a run. Why?
I'm sure she's still a nice person.
No, I realize that, but
There's nice people everywhere.
yeah, met a lot of nice people. She was very nice, and now she's just nice.
Nice.
She's a nice lady.
Very nice.
Is Lainey the one who dates Chase Stokes?
I'm not sure.
No.
Haven't paid
Laney Wilson
attention.
dates
Maybe that's Kelsey Ballard.
Duck. His name's Duck.
Duck?
He was the Pittsburgh football player. God damn it.
You might pull that encyclopedia out, bro.
Hold on, let me run to my basement real quick.
Let me go to my bunker.
Hey, if those encyclopedias aren't sentimental, then seriously, bring them over here for fire starter.
No,
All summer.
I'm pretty sure
All summer, we will fucking light those bad boys up.
they were my grandmothers. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, but are they sentimental?
They were your grandmother's
Fucking grandmothers, yeah.
encyclopedias.
Well, you're gonna carry them around with you to like.
He just didn't know she was only keeping them for kindling for the fire and just hadn't gotten around to it.
Jake thinks he has these important encyclopedias.
He's probably smiling down, be like, "This guy still has this box of encyclopedias."
Next time Jacob moves and he's carrying that box of encyclopedias,
I'm gonna carry him in that underground bunker.
Grandma's gonna be looking down, saying, "You idiot, burn them! Don't pull your back."
What is it exactly in multiple encyclopedias?
It's their
It's a box. It's a
It's
big
fucking-
box. There's
it's
like
Google.
There's 30 of them in there.
they're alphabetically
Yeah,
ordered.
they're A through Z.
It's Google in a book.
I had them growing up, but I haven't looked at them in.
So if you need to find something that starts with the letter D, you got to get the
You gotta get the D, yeah.
encyclopedia.
Yeah.
What?
Oh my god, what the hell?
Yep.
His name's Duck, but
Don't worry, Jacob. We'll cut this out.
yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm kind of over. I don't even care.
Yeah, he's a Pittsburgh kicker.
Speaking of kickers,
Oh, Doug.
Justin Tucker,
Oh,
leave
rub-
nutter.
Rub and Tuck.
Oh, Justin Tugger.
Poor guy got cut by the Ravens.
I cannot believe I would have never seen that happening.
I mean,
I mean,
how
after,
could you not? He's
Yeah.
had 2 down years and this controversy now with the,
Yeah, but he's carried the Ravens on his back. Like, obviously not the past 2 years, but prior to that, I mean,
Sure, yeah, and he was compensated well
I
for
just
that as a
I just
kicker.
would have never seen them actually letting him go.
Had he not have had this incident, I think you're right, Jacob. They would stick with him and see if he can work it out. But
This is
when you're leaving presents for the,
I haven't really seen anything about it though. Before just that
Not
when
like
it
the-
first came out, that was
Not like
it.
the Deshaun Watson.
What do you want to
stuff.
say? I mean, that's it. I mean, he was just
But was this happening
that's
after
you.
Deshaun Watson?
Well, it was like 2000. It was all the way back to like 2016 or something like that.
Okay, so before Deshaun Watson.
he would slightly lift his waist, insinuating, "That's you, that's you." He would often leave behind what appeared to be bodily fluids.
Dude, how funny was that Shador Watson?
Oh my God. Dude.
Oh my
All those
god, dude, that
Shador
shit was hilarious.
videos where they put his face. Oh my God. I was cracking up at both of them.
Oh, I was dying.
They are going hard on Shador. Actually, the whole Browns
You
organization.
see somebody's trying to sue the NFL
for
for
$100
$100 million
What is this
what?
Because he-
coming to?
for emotional, something like emotional damage from him sliding in the draft. Somebody is legit suing the NFL.
Like a stranger,
yeah,
like no one connected to him.
like a fan of
That's a waste of
Shador
court documents.
is suing the NFL for $100 million because he was emotionally connected and he slid in the draft too
That's
far.
a waste of court documents.
Dude,
I mean, you got to have money up front to do that. So that's a waste of money. You're not getting that.
And time.
What do you think the lawyer is saying to him?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
oh, the lawyer loves it because he's getting
he's
paid.
taking the money.
Yeah, he's getting
The
paid.
lawyer's saying $250 an hour.
This
Yeah.
is a lock.
The lawyer's
Well, I don't think he wouldn't have done it. A lawyer wouldn't have taken it if he wasn't going to get at least something.
Right.
he's probably hoping they just settle on some dumb shit. The lawyer gets 50% of whatever they settle on. It could be 150,000.
We'll give you a pack of gum.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll give you season tickets. That's it.
Well, did you see the
That's got to
stuff?
be embarrassing for a lawyer, though.
The Giants interview with Shador, they gave him a playbook. I guess there was a new package they were trying to install. It was like, replica of going through a game scenario, new package they're going to install. He's supposed to study it, comes in, doesn't know shit about it, basically never looked at it, and then gets mad at Dable for basically expecting him to come in and be prepared for the meeting. So I bet you he had 3 or 4 interviews like that.
Yeah.
And then the whole NFL was just calling around to each other like, steer clear. Here's our experience. This guy is a fucking egomaniac.
Well, like Tom Brady told him, you better get your ass in the film room because riding around in a Rolls Royce ain't going to cut it.
He should have stayed in college and got some more NIL money because, to tell you right now, he is not going to be a good professional quarterback.
Well, I'm sure knowing how far, like where he slid in the draft, not getting as much money as he could be if he would have stayed another year at Colorado, he could have cashed in and possibly had a better year than he did this year.
But here's my thought on that. Look at Johnny Manziel. Like, Johnny Manziel was a baller, right? Arguably one of the best, most exciting college football players. He had Mike Evans in college. Got to the pros. He was kind of, so-so. He had some issues going on there. But I think he didn't stay because he knew he'd get exposed. There's a ton of talent on that team that went to the NFL, including the number 2 draft pick in the entire draft. Yeah. So I think if he stuck around without the talent that he had around him this year,
his stock would have
he would
dropped
be
even more.
completely exposed.
Yeah, that's true.
Completely.
So he took a shot this year, hoping that he'd get drafted high. Didn't work out, but
dude, he would have gone first round had he not have had probably the worst interviews in the history of sports.
Lie.
He was
Fake it till you make it.
He was
like,
at
come on, dude.
minus 2,000, late $2,000 to win 100 to go in the first round. That was a huge upset.
Yeah, people lost out on that.
Huge. Imagine betting $2,000 to win 100 and he goes in the 5th round.
if you bet $2,000 to win 100 on anything, you're a schmuck.
Yeah, I mean, some of those first rounds seem like easy money.
Nothing's easy money. Why don't you tell the listeners about your little MGM rendezvous?
Oh, yeah. I had a little team work outing. We had lunch at the National Harbor, and as we got done, a couple folks were like, hey, let's go to the MGM, jokingly. And I was like, I'm down.
It's never jokingly.
I'm down. All right. So we roll over there. I had $100 in my pocket. I'm like, all right, we'll spend this up. Not going to go to the ATM. First number, playing roulette. Bink $10 on black 28. Got me like $350. So I'm splashing around a little bit. And then this other guy, he kept peppering the 17 and like everything else around it. So I felt bad. So I put $5 on the outside of each one of his, and that one hit for like another 150. Then
What do you mean you felt bad?
I felt bad. Like I was, you're at the table, you're trying to vibe out and have a good experience. If I hit with this guy, you're high-fiving, you're having a good time.
Yeah. He was getting no love.
So I'm like, he was getting no love, and the table wasn't giving any love. So I'm like, hey, I've already hit a number. Maybe I'll give you some good luck. I'll ride with you. So sure enough, not 17 hit, but it must have been 16. So we were touching 16. So I guess we got half of that. So that was another like 150. And then before you know it, I got down to like 270, and I said at 250 I was going to cash out, take my 150 profit, and run. Well, 35 is my number. This is the table I've hit 35 a couple times on this table, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll take my $20 that'll get me down to 250. I'll put it on 35. Sure as shit, 35 comes up. Turn 100 into 900.
That's amazing.
At that point, I walked away.
You finally
Did the lights
beat
flicker?
the MGM.
Did the lights flicker when you won?
They said, all right, everybody,
No.
go home.
They said this is
Dennis won.
They said he'll be back.
And you said, nah, I'm moving away.
Exactly.
I'll never be back.
You can't go back.
I'm moving to the Holy Land in South Carolina where they don't have gambling establishments.
Nope. What will be the closest casino to you?
They have a boat, a
Is it
casino boat that goes out to international waters that you can gamble on.
do they have like real tables and
Yeah.
like they have everything?
Tables, poker games, bars. It's
You
pretty
ever-
cool.
You ever been on
That
it?
would be
It's actually
sweet.
pretty cool. Yeah, Lauren used to work on it in college.
Yeah, that
She
would be
would.
cool.
She was like, she'd bring drinks around.
You have to pay to get on the boat, or you just
I think
like,
you have to pay like $20 to go out, and then from there it's just
Whatever.
you play. Yeah.
How long is the time on there?
I can't remember how long it was. I think like the total time you're out there is probably like 5 or 6 hours, but I think gambling time is like probably 4.
I think
It's not far to get out there. Maybe like an hour ride out, hour ride back.
What happens though if you get felted in the first 20 minutes and you want to go home?
You're stuck. You're stuck.
got a nice-
You're sitting on the top of the fucking ferry, just wind
Wind in
blowing
your
your hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's when you got to be real fucking like disciplined with your money.
You're just at the
Yeah.
bar at that point.
It's just a bunch of rich old people, if I remember correctly. I played poker there. It was pretty cool.
Oh.
They had like 2 full tables.
Without
going.
a doubt.
I'd like to do it. Just
80% of that ferry that goes out is old people.
Yeah. Oh, more than that.
A bunch of
More than
Q-tips
that.
out there, a bunch
Yeah.
of cotton swabs.
More than that. I don't remember if they have slot
That's
machines.
rude.
I guess they have slot machines. I can't really remember. I played poker at the time. I wasn't really playing anything else.
I'd like to do it just to say I've done
I
something.
mean, it's got to be a pretty
Cool like
big
that.
Like,
It's big. Yeah, oh yeah, it's big. Yeah. I mean, the floor is not bad from what I remember. They got it's like a separate
Where does it
poker
go
room
out
and
of?
everything. Little River, which is like kind of the North Carolina, South Carolina border, like just barely past North Myrtle.
huh?
That'd be fun to do. I'd be up on the top deck,
Yeah.
no doubt.
Oh, no doubt, I'd be up there. Probably.
Well, the minimums too. I would imagine the minimums probably aren't that bad.
Right.
$5-10.
Yeah,
They
$5,
can't be.
$10 tables.
I mean, if they're high limit, people are gonna be. There's gonna be so many felted people. Half the boat's gonna be felted.
Yeah, I don't think they have any high limit stuff.
Nah.
Like 25. Well, I'm not saying max bet's 25, but like I think 25 would be like the highest table you see.
Right. Sounds like my kind of boat.
That roulette was a $25 roulette table too.
At MGM?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Which leads me to believe, how the hell did I bet only 20 on that last one?
Got one over on the casino.
Yeah, I must have.
They didn't catch it.
It was
Well,
definitely
did
only
you
20
have-
bucks.
Did you have anything else out?
He must not have caught it.
Or maybe they
So
switched
you
it to a
had
$15
you had
table and didn't change the thing.
What'd you have? $5 chips?
Yeah,
Huh?
4 looked like 5.
You got them.
Fuck
could
it.
have. Yeah.
You got them, Dennis.
Well, if anything, I would have rather had another $5 out there.
Pit balls come over and be like, sorry,
Yeah.
you didn't have
Oh my
25
god,
out.
dude! Wouldn't that be some shit, dude?
I'd flip the fucking table over.
I'd say, "Oh, I'm sorry.
you
Well, I
go.
meant to put 25 out there. She should have told me. So you actually owe me another $200."
Yeah, she waved her hand too fast.
Yeah.
I hate when they
No more
I
bet.
fucking hate that,
when
dude.
they're just like,
Yeah, like you just got done spinning the damn ball around. It hit. You grabbed the ball off. Let people bet. They're just rifling off. I'm like, God damn. Can't even think about what number I want to play.
Weren't you supposed to be going to the casino Saturday night after your Kentucky Derby win?
No, I was not going to the casino.
I knew. I
you were
knew
gonna
that.
go. I thought you were serious.
No, I went down.
If you were
See.
leaving the National Harbor for dinner and passing the MGM,
Nah,
you would have stopped in there.
I was all the way down in Lusby. went down there for dinner for my cousin's birthday.
Who won the Kentucky Derby? I didn't watch a lick of it.
Sovereignty.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Dude,
sir.
I had money on like 12 horses, and
Not
the
one.
only
Only
one I didn't have money on was the one that won.
Sounds right.
I won $5.
See, I was all in on sovereignty from the beginning.
Really?
Yeah.
Why
Was
didn't,
it the
why didn't
favorite?
you, why didn't
I
you
the bet?
text us?
Sorry. I made the bet on MGM.
That's all you got to say
FanDuel.
about that.
Yeah, that's really all I gotta say. Sorry.
Sorry.
Cool.
Y'all want anything else?
No.
Yeah, so I did on FanDuel, and then I was at Barrel 9,
Hold on, I want to timestamp this so I can clip
and the
this
guy,
later.
and
When I hit a big parlay, I'm gonna say sorry.
you have said sorry before.
Well, I'll take it back. I'm not sorry.
The guy at the bar was walking around with just like a sheet of paper, and he had like all the horses, and it was like, just put your name, whatever horse. It's $5 per bet or whatever. So my sister-in-law, Jenna, she was just like, because I didn't have any cash on me. I was like, you take Venmo? He's like, no, we need cash. I was like, shit, I'm out.
Stay Venmo.
So my sister-in-law, she was like, no, I got you. I'll put the $5 up. So she gave him 10. She bet on one horse, and I was like, I want this one. And another person was already on that horse, and they said, if this horse hits, you just split whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, the fucker hit, and I got $90
Damn.
Should have
$95
should
like
have
that.
erased his number. Erase his 10.
So then I'm like, well, where's the other dude that won? They're like, oh, he already left, and I'm like, well, fuck this guy. This is all of my money then.
Yeah.
What are they going to call him back? Tell him to come back?
He's gonna hold his fucking cash for him.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I was a little bitter at that because I was gonna be like, hey, I'll buy you a drink, you buy me a drink, type of thing. Hey, celebrate together.
What horse came in second? American Dream? American something?
I don't remember.
Yeah. Supposedly, there's a whole theory about
How the horses
because
came in.
Sovereignty and then American.
Yeah, I did see that.
What were the odds for that horse to win?
So that was the thing on
know.
FanDuel when I bet. I want to say it was the odds were 20-1 when I initially put it in.
Holy shit.
But when I put the bet in, when it cashed, it lowered down to 11-1.
That's still good.
And I was like, how does that happen when I locked it in at 20-1
It's
How does it-
whatever
I
it is
don't-
when the race starts.
Yeah, see, that's bullshit. I bet it at 20-1. I should.
Yeah, horse betting is
Yeah,
all
that,
different.
I was
Oh,
completely
really?
like, because I
So it'll
thought
change after you bet it.
Yeah, and there are
Yeah.
when you bet like the trifectas and the whatever the 4 is, they don't give you the final odds until after the race. Like it'll give you like an estimated return, but you don't even see
Oh, that
the
feels
final
scary.
odds.
That feels
that's what
scary.
I'm saying. I don't like that.
I don't know
So,
why it
like,
is like that.
I was all in on Sandman, and when they first started coming out, it was like 40-1. At the end of it, it was like 52-1.
Maybe it wasn't 20 because
I don't think it could have jumped that.
Maybe it was
dropped that
no.
much.
Maybe it was 13-1 because it was. I put $10 on it and my return was $130 when it said, and then when I got the cash back on FanDuel, I think it was only $90. I'd have to look it up. I think it was only $90 on FanDuel, so it went down to 9-1. I was like, what the fuck?
Betting on horses is pretty exciting.
It's fun.
It's fun.
Yeah, I do like
I
it.
wish I knew more about it.
I don't know anything about
Yeah.
horse racing.
Yeah, we literally know nothing.
There's some guy, Brandon's brother-in-law's neighbor or something like that. Apparently it's this old guy, and he think like this old guy, this is all he does. He goes around to like the local horse tracks. He tracks like all these horses from like, what do you call it? Small, like a baby horse? Foal. From like foals, like knows their lineage and stuff like that. Like he literally makes like hundreds of thousands of dollars a year betting horses.
Yeah. So there's a I don't know if it's an app, but you can buy percentages of horses and their foals. So when they win, like you get a percentage too. It's not betting.
So you're investing in
You're
like,
investing in the
that's
horses.
pretty cool.
Yeah. And it's like a whole like I said, I don't think it's an app. It's just like a website. And you can invest into the parents, the foals, all that. It's pretty
Just
wild.
another way
when
to
you invest
build
in
the
parent,
sport up.
you automatically get in
Raises
foals.
money for the smaller teams too that don't
Yep.
have,
Yep.
billions to
makes the racing better.
It's like the Packers, aren't the Packers like fan owned?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Whiskey Club,
I don't even want to know.
why haven't we gotten together? Like,
I would venture to
nobody
say
responds
the Whiskey
back.
Club is
Dude.
no more, is what I would think.
Yeah, I think.
but why?
People are too busy.
I think we've just
But there's plenty of time to
lost
schedule
interest.
something.
Dennis doesn't even have time to do the 2468 challenge. You think he's going to have time to do the whiskey
You're
club?
right.
Yeah,
Dennis
Yeah.
is the busiest unemployed man I know.
I'm still technically working. Fuckers.
You're on the books.
You're working, but you're not working.
You haven't worked for you worked 2 days like
I worked
1
today.
month. I don't want to hear you.
I work today.
Michael's worked 2 days in like 3 months. I don't want to hear from you either.
Motherfucker, I work 3 of my days or 3 of your days in one day.
You're sleeping half the time.
Nah, just at night at
Just
1
at
o'clock.
night.
and barely that.
Tony's
I'm
fucking.
gonna start calling you fuckers every time I'm up, and I'll be like, "Oh, don't fucking sleep all fucking day."
Tony's running calls for people who fell out of bed and chill them.
I can't put my contact in. I
Langley
need
Park.
assistance.
Yeah,
I think I broke my hip.
yeah, I fell. Can you come pick me out? What the fuck?
Can you get my DoorDash off the front porch?
Yeah, no, dude, that was.
Sir, I'm really dizzy. I've only had 10 beers tonight.
I'm telling you, if that was me, and I got that call for the DoorDash, can you bring my DoorDash in? I would have picked it up and I would have fucking ate it.
Right in front of him.
No, I would have picked it up front stoop, fucking gotten back in the fire truck, fucking rolled out.
It's mine now.
Problem solved. Your DoorDash is no longer on the front porch.
You better ask for a fucking refund. Never got it.
That's funny.
You would surely get written up.
Oh yeah, without that I'd be fired. That's illegal. That's stealing.
They should get fined. They should get fined for shit like that.
Wasting people's time.
Listen, 80% of the calls people should be fined for.
Is it an emergency line that they're calling?
Yes,
Yeah, you should get fined for that.
we ran. I don't like talking about my work.
No, don't.
especially on
Yeah,
the
don't talk.
podcast,
Don't talk about a recent one.
But today we ran a call for somebody said that their smoke detector was going off over an hour ago. So we get there and the dude's like, yeah, and, smoke detector started going off. My wife, she was getting out of the shower. Literally, smoke detector's right outside the bathroom. And my wife was taking a shower. It wasn't real steamy in here. She had the window open, this and that, and she was out of the shower for like 10 minutes, and then it just started randomly going off. I checked the walls. The walls didn't seem warm, and this and that, and so we're like, yeah, it's probably just a bad detector. It's old as shit. I'm like, yeah, he hasn't replaced it in 18 years that he lived there. So I'm like, you probably just need a new detector. Or I'm thinking to myself, like, it's right outside the bathroom, so it probably like sensed like heat and the steam coming from it, so it just went off.
Yeah.
And so, anyways, we tell him this, right? We leave, no shit, not even 15 minutes later, because we got all the way back to the station. Do call back again. He wanted us to come out and check the wiring and make sure it's not a wiring issue on the smoke detector.
But you're not electricians.
Thank you, Michael. We know that. Tell the people of the area of Hyattsville that we are not the end all be all.
So did you have to go back out there?
Yeah. We went all the way back. We went all the way back out there, and the dude was on FaceTime with his wife, and his wife was concerned, thinking because her best friend, her townhome just burned up in Upper Marlboro or whatever. And so we get all the way back out there, and so we're asking him, like, okay, you saying that you worry about the wires and this and that. We can't check that. Like, you need an electrician to come out here and do all that stuff. And we're like, is your smoke detector like hardwired? No, it's battery. So why would it be a wiring issue, right? So we're like trying to tell this person this, and just, of course, we're being nice as possible, like we're telling them, and we figured it all out. But at the end of it, she's like, yeah, we're talking about smoke detector. She's like, yeah, do we need one of those sprinkler detectors?
I'm sorry, what was that?
We're like, sprinkler detector. So I was like, no such thing, dude. No such thing as a sprinkler detector. And the officer's like, you mean like a full on like sprinkler system? Like that would cost you tens of thousands of dollars to put in a whole sprinkler system in your house.
Easy.
Like,
yeah.
She's like, no, it's like a detector. Like it tells you if the sprinkler is going off. I'm like, yes, ma'am, but you don't have sprinklers.
That's a new thing
in your home.
That's a new thing.
And the water spraying on you, it would tell you that it's going on.
Right,
you don't
right.
need an alarm that's
Right.
beeping.
But it was just like, just like, man, we got all the way back to the firehouse, and we got to go all the way back.
Is do you are you obligated to go back because of it being like a liability thing? Like if something were to happen, they called you didn't come, whether it's wiring or whatever, you have to be on site.
Yes.
To basically
If they call
fill
911, we have to go.
liability obligation.
If they call 911, we have to go.
And then you have to basically sit there until like somebody else comes in, like relieves liability, almost like the gas or the electrician.
The fire department cannot deny any calls for service. The police department can. Like
But
if you call for a police matter, they'll be like, nope, please.
They're not
like,
legit
nope, we're not
emergencies,
going out.
though.
I know this.
Like DoorDash, come get my DoorDash.
I know.
But like you've even seen
That's
in
just
like
a waste of
movies, like
tax dollars.
firefighters
Yes.
are getting cats out of trees,
Yeah.
like all kind, like it's public service.
Those trip me out too, because
I mean-
the people that call for like cats stuck in trees, like they're not people like us. Okay, they're not like level-headed people. And I always tell them, and it kind of aggravates them. Like, have you ever seen a skeleton of a cat in a tree? No, you haven't, because the cat will come down when it's hungry.
No, because we have firefighters.
We had one. The lady called. This cat is probably about 150 feet in the air. And they called. They're like, you don't have a ladder to go up there? We're like looking around like, no, like we're humans. I'm not climbing up in that tree to get.
She wanted you to
poor little
like
cat
get
out
a
of the
ladder
tree.
truck and climb up there and get it.
Our ladder truck wouldn't even reach. Because it's like in their backyard.
She meant to
So
call-
it's not like we can pull our ladder truck around this steep back hill.
That's a giant tree.
And that's what I'm saying. It's 100, probably 150 feet in the air.
She meant to call Iron Man to fly up there and get the cat.
Like, throw something at it. That's what I would do.
Tony,
150 feet up? No, I don't think so.
Fucking rifle baseball up there. Come down.
Just don't shoot it down.
No. I didn't know if you wanted to get into that. I was staying away from that one. Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, don't shoot guns into the sky, please. They do come down. The bullets do come down.
Bullets do come down.
Fucking idiots, man. We heard a shot today.
Really?
Yeah. It was close too. Like I was upstairs.
Did you take cover?
Well, I've heard him back out on those power lines a bunch, and that's where it sounded because I heard it too. That's where it sounded like to me.
Yeah.
So have you heard anything on that?
No. Cassidy's gonna call tomorrow and see.
That's fucking unacceptable.
See.
Dude,
Yeah. So, long story short, a bullet came through our window in our living room, and the babysitter and the baby were sitting on the couch, like 4 feet away from the bullet path. Came through the window, hit the wall, bounced around to the front of the house.
The
When
fact
she
that
first called me, I was like, it's probably a bird or something, just clean it up. But then as soon as she sent me the picture of the drywall, I was like, that's definitely a bullet. And I didn't realize until I got there, like, and she was kind of explaining it, like how much glass, like we found more glass yesterday.
Oh, dude, there
That
was
shit was everywhere.
She was sweeping up when I got over there, and there was still glass everywhere.
Yeah. I didn't
Like
even,
glass was all the way over at your front door.
yeah, that's what she was saying.
the fact that it didn't go through the wall though leads me to believe that the bullet was almost like it was losing.
I agree.
Oh, it was coming down.
It was like
yeah.
it was losing power. Like it was at the end of its flight path, I guess, however you want to word it. But
Like still exploding through the window, a double pane window,
And-
and then putting a pretty significant dent in the corner bead.
Yeah, and it wasn't like a 9mm bullet. It was a 308 or a 6.5.
It's crazy because when I was looking
that
for
was
the
a big-
bullet,
that
I
was a
said,
big boy.
I told Sophia, I said the bullet has to be in here. I said because you can tell where it hit the corner bead and wrapped around the wall. There was another.
It was a
little dent.
ricochet. Yeah.
Like it has to. So we're like looking in the path. When I was looking for it, I was not expecting to find
That-
the bullet.
the size of that bullet,
Yeah, I was thinking it was just going to be like a little bullet,
a little 9mm.
a little 9mm or.
It looked like
something,
it looked like an AR.
Bigger, way bigger.
Yeah, bigger.
ARs are
Bigger,
tiny. That's
yeah.
223 is tiny.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
No, it was definitely like a 308. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bullet.
It was a big
Yeah, and
bullet.
I know we're kind of making light of the situation, but it was super, super scary.
Oh.
And I didn't really realize how scary it was until I got there and saw like how close it was
Yeah.
to Talon. I mean, dude, flight path 4 feet away from him.
Yeah.
Like it could have moved a little
So
bit.
we don't even know if that's where your couch was at. That was because when the police got there, we had the couches moved because we were looking everywhere for the bullet, and of course, Sophia was sweeping up all the glass and stuff. So the cop was like, is this where the couch was set up? And she was like, no, it's pushed over a little bit. So she started like pushing it back. He's like, well, was this where it was at? She's like, honestly, like. Maybe, but maybe over a little bit further. And I'm like trying to like think of like how your house is laid out. Like, yeah, it's here, but like it might have been even over. It might have been closer than 4
what
feet.
it was. Yeah. Yeah, definitely scary. Paramedics had to like check out Talon and all that stuff and make sure he was alive, which was crazy while he was taking a nap. But
Yeah, the cop went up there.
Did you go
checked
home?
on him.
I did. Yeah, I did. Once I talked to you.
Mhm.
Yeah, I flew home. Can't believe I didn't get pulled over. It was 190 down 4, like all the way.
Both you and
all the way
Cassie
to Pittsburgh.
were like, do I need to come home? And I was like, well, listen, that's completely
Yeah.
up to you. Like, I'm not going to tell you to leave.
Look,
Well, I think I was just so dumbfounded about what happened. Like it wasn't registering, and I was actually leaving anyway to go to a job walk. And once I talked to Cassidy, and she was like freaking, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna head home. And then, yeah, I mean, it scared the shit out. I mean, it's super fucking scary.
Yeah,
You know,
for sure.
and what it makes me so like I'm even more angry now because I've been around guns all my life, and that is the number one thing. Aside from pointing it at people, you do not shoot into the air. That bullet is going to come down.
Yeah.
It doesn't disintegrate. It doesn't just if it's not gonna hit nothing, it's gonna come down eventually. You don't skyline, you don't shoot at nothing in the air. Like it's just
It's literally less.
total negligence.
That's not even something you even would be worried about.
It's lesson number one on our safety
Standing
course.
at your window, looking
Shouldn't
out.
fucking have to.
Now you're going to be like, I hope there's not a bullet heading towards me right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
shouldn't even have to be worried about
No,
that.
it's fucking bullshit. And honestly, I feel like the police department should have had people on the ground.
Well, they did.
In the woods.
They did. Well,
How many people?
Wow.
there was the initial cop, the cop that came out. The guy was very nice about everything, I think. And after that, 2 other cops came in. I don't know if you saw the other
No, I
2
only saw the
cops.
2, yeah.
There were probably like a total amount of cops that showed up at the house, or probably like 5, and then the forensic. But we saw 3 of them in the house were kind of chilling there for a minute. But the 2 other ones, they went over to the other spyglass, whatever, back here in the neighborhood, because there's a house in that general vicinity where that bullet could have came from.
Right.
So a cop went over there and asked them, and I heard over the radio that they said that those people heard a shot, but it sounded like it came more from like 6's road.
Yeah.
So then the other cop went over to 6's, and I don't know whatever transpired from that. But the guy, I will say, the initial cop that showed up, he did ask the second guy that came up, he's like, do you think that we should put the drone up in the air just to fly over the woods to see if we can find any like thermal imaging of somebody in the woods? And the guy was like, honestly, it's probably not a bad idea, but I don't know what the detective would want you to do in this case.
Yeah, they wouldn't
So
really
he
do
did-
anything.
He did want to do more than just standing around and taking information, but they did have other officers out and about.
I feel like you could probably, you can get a general idea of that bullet flight path, right? So you just fucking walk
But literally at that
fucking way.
at that point, it was over an hour that it happened.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but they could, I mean,
Dude, this thing
I
was
mean,
coming
it
from
ain't
like
definitely-
miles.
yeah,
A mile. It's
Three,
just,
you
I
could
would
shoot.
say.
Start
You
walking.
could shoot a 308,
Yeah, true.
1,500 yards, easy.
Oh,
and it definitely wasn't from the neighborhood. Like,
no, it
You
was-
would have heard that
it was-
racket,
yeah.
unless they had it suppressed.
But yeah, it definitely came from a long way away. And I was talking to a neighbor, and he said it's going to be hard for them to do anything without the casing. So
Oh, you're not going to get prints off the bullet.
fingerprints
Yeah.
off the little piece of,
Well, and two,
nipple that's
like
on the
it.
bullet.
I mean, from hitting the window to where it hit the wall, I mean, that was 3 feet drop. So that just shows, like, even from 500 yards, it would have only dropped 3 or 4 inches.
Yeah.
so it was
Flat
it was
on.
dropping fast.
Yeah,
Yes.
dropping fast for sure.
yeah,
I mean, it went from over your head, over my head, so probably 6 feet to like 2 knee height.
yeah.
4 foot drop.
Yeah, because if you got down at the level of the wall and looked at the window, it literally went over Dennis's house, like probably barreling through the trees, like the top of the trees.
Yeah. I'm just thankful that no one was hurt
for
and
sure.
I'm glad it wasn't 15 minutes earlier, when all the kids are getting ready to get on the bus and all that. And it's super aggravating that nothing probably will come out of it because I something needs to happen to whoever did that. And what's even more aggravating, we did all the insurance stuff today, and I got to cover the deductible for some asshole
Oh yeah.
being a fucking dumbass.
Yep.
And
What's your deductible? $1,000?
$1,000.
Yeah.
Did you call and price that window up?
Not yet. I will now since we
Yeah, you
talked
got
to insurance. I mean, dude, we're still finding glasses in the
Dude, you should-
couches,
you
dude,
should-
and they won't cover the couch.
the whole window is going to be less than $1,000.
Yeah,
so
Well, that's
you
what I'm saying.
probably
you,
won't even make
you
the claim.
might even just be
I
able to
wouldn't.
replace the top pane of it, because it's
Yeah, you
it's
can.
a double hung window.
You
So
can.
maybe even reach out to Quality Built and see if they have windows that they say that are defective that they had to get rid of out of a home, or even half of it, and just see if you can just buy it off. It'll be less than $1,000.
Oh, way less.
Probably
get one for a couple hundred.
Yeah, shoot them fucking $200
And
bucks
your
for
insurance
half
isn't
of
going to get.
because you don't need a whole goddamn window. Because that's taking the whole casing and everything out of it.
Jacob, I
That's-
just bought one of the double windows, 6 foot wide, and it was $700, and yours is a single.
Yeah.
So it's going to be probably a third of that to just replace the top portion.
yeah.
Yeah. It's just so aggravating, and now I'm stuck with dealing with it. And
And now you're fucking.
Cass-
now it's on your mind
Yeah.
for the rest of your fucking life pretty much until while you're at least living here.
Yeah, and
So-
Cassidy's like really. Well, we both are, but
Yeah, it's fucked up.
yeah,
It
I mean,
just,
you say you've been around guns your whole life. Do you know anybody that's had something like this happen to them? Where a fucking
Never.
bullet went through your fucking house?
No, we even asked the cops if anything like this has ever happened. They were like, no. It's happened like once, but it was not even in relation to like the same type of incident.
Yeah.
Like that's something
that shit doesn't happen.
Honestly, that's something that happens in the city when
Yeah, it doesn't happen around
idiots
here.
are out fucking New Year's Eve fucking spraying bullets in the fucking air, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah. You don't get that shit down here in the suburbs. Crazy.
yeah. So don't be dumb, please, because anything could happen.
I'll try to make a phone call for you, see if I can find you a half of a window.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. I didn't think about calling them. That's a good idea.
Yeah, just say, you got any, windows that are broken that there's the top portion of it that you can get from them
Yeah.
or
I'm sure they do.
And then you tell them the story like, hey, I'm
Yeah.
I'm the fucking victim of some asshole
Yeah,
and now I'm stuck dealing with it. Could you help me out?
yeah. No, I'll do that.
I ain't above it.
That's a good idea.
it's better than claiming on your insurance and paying the $1,000 deductible. That's hefty for a window
Yeah.
and some drywall that, we can fucking
And
replace
it's
with a
it's
case of
minimal.
beer.
Yeah,
Yeah, a little bit of spackle. She'll be good as new.
yeah. But I mean, we were trying to do because, like I said, we're still finding glass in the couches and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
they're not going to
You're
cover.
trying to get them for new couches.
Dennis has a couch.
Whatever.
Yeah, I got plenty of shit. What you need, big dog? Owner find how much you
Owner
flexible terms.
things available.
Hey, in fact,
Good
Dennis,
interest rates.
Dennis has a window too.
Your job is your credit. Yeah, shit.
Everything's available. All right, we'll come take your top
For the right price.
That's right.
Too bad it couldn't hit the Wagoneer and total that motherfucker.
For real.
Are you still having issues with that thing?
Yeah.
a
Yep.
Jeep.
I need to take it in.
It's a Dodge.
Yep. Mopar, baby.
Yeah.
Any good news?
Michael, don't you have good news?
Me?
Yeah.
Not that I know
You
of.
don't have any good news?
Oh, you got to share it now.
Oh,
I'm drawing a blank. Now I'm fucking.
Oh, Tony knows
What's the
something.
Tony knows. What's up,
Tony
Tony?
knows something we don't know.
Dude. Jerry Jones, man.
Oh,
Oh man, that was do something good.
Yeah, now I'm disappointed.
Jerry Jones is all in Pickens, man.
Fucking George Pickens to the Dallas Cowboys.
You got him on that 0.99 interest rate deal.
Yeah, bringing him in for the culture.
Everything's available.
Everything's
Honestly, if he would just shut his mouth and show up to the game and practice,
But he won't.
He'd be a steal.
but he won't.
I can just see him whining now.
Oh my God.
CD's getting all the touchdowns.
Yeah, exactly.
Be
Dak sucks.
I mean, CD's probably loving it because now, I mean, he's going to draw some coverage off CD.
Yeah.
He'll feast.
And CD's already got his deal, so he's like, I don't need
Yeah.
to. I don't need to put up 150 catches. And,
No.
I'll do my 110 catches a year, 12 touchdowns.
What'd y'all give up for him? A third rounder?
Third round and some late
It was a
compensation.
2025
Yeah.
second round, right? Or
Who knows?
I think it was a second round and a 2026 fifth or sixth round.
Well, they
That's crazy.
they brought up last year. The Cowboys gave up a fourth round for Jonathan Mingo,
Who the hell is that?
the guy they got from Carolina. Yeah, exactly. A terrible trade. And now they only have to give up one round better of a draft pick to get George Pickett.
Yeah, that's my point being is I don't think they gave up a whole lot to get
No,
him.
they didn't.
If they can keep him under wraps and keep him happy, I mean, it should be a good deal.
Yeah, I mean, well, we were desperate for a number two. I mean,
Number two, who do you work for?
So I don't know. We'll see. While we're talking NFL, let me run these season win totals by you guys for the NFC East. Giants 5.5, Cowboys 7.5, Commanders 9.5, Eagles or 10.5, I believe it was.
Under, over.
What are we thinking?
I think the Giants are over 5.5.
You think?
Yep. Their defense is going to be lights out.
Who they drafted quarterback?
Dart.
Dart.
Yeah.
And they got Cam Scatabo too.
Yep.
Damn, they got Scatabo too?
Yeah.
I wanted Scatabo.
I'm telling you,
I know,
man,
he's
their,
a
their
beast.
defense is going to be a sleeper. So I would definitely hammer the over on
The 5.5.
I'm still going under.
I think
They'll find a way to fuck it up.
I think Dallas
will probably
squeaks out.
Maybe
Can't push 7.5.
Well,
so
I'm just saying like around that.
yeah, I think they'll fall around 8, maybe 9.
That is.
Can we
that is a reach.
Can we get a little?
Did y'all?
Can we get a little flashback to episode 1, 2, 0,
where Michael was
11.
6-0 to start the season.
All right. What do you think, Jacob?
I think Dallas wins 6 games.
Okay.
I like the Giants over.
I think
Commandy's.
I think
6
probably over.
6-7 wins.
So they're at
6-7.
Commanders at 9.5 or 9.
9.5.
I mean, that'd be tough to go back. I mean, I'm telling you, the division's going to be hard. I think difficult as it always is, but I mean, it could go either way. And then I don't even know what their schedule and who they play
Yeah.
this year, like
we'll break that down
schedule
later.
strength and stuff.
Dallas will probably start out 5-0.
It's a simple answer, Tony. Over or under?
I mean, you know, I'm going to go with the over for the
Yeah,
Commanders,
gotcha.
baby. Yeah, you know, I'm going to go.
God.
What about Philly?
What was Phillies?
10,
10.
10.5, I think.
I mean, you can't.
It might be 11.
You
I don't
can't
know.
count them out, man. Super Bowl champions, you can't count them out.
I mean, 11 and
I would-
6
I would
is
say over.
they're
Doable.
Yeah.
just as good as they were last year if they stay healthy.
Yeah.
I'm all in. I do like Jaden. I'm sure that dude's out there now prepping, you know.
Oh, yeah. They
Probably
started
didn't
the-
stop, dude.
They started the mini camp or whatever this past week. What, 2 days ago? What's today? Wednesday?
Mhm.
Monday.
Did I ever tell y'all about the VR thing that he does?
Yes.
Somebody else is doing it now, too. I can't remember. Another rookie, I think, is doing it.
Jalen Milrow.
Jalen Milrow. Yep. I'm hoping he does well. I've always liked him.
Yeah.
Seems like he's got his head on straight. He's a baller, freak athlete. Throw the hell out of
You
football.
never know. I mean,
Where did he go?
Jalen Milrow?
Yeah.
Tennessee, I think.
I thought Cam Ward went to Tennessee, didn't he?
Did he go to Seattle?
Seattle. But I mean, you never. He could be like Jalen Hurts was drafted low, and then now look at him.
Mm-hmm.
Another Bama quarterback who didn't get drafted high, and then figured it out.
I mean, he's an athlete.
Yeah. I think he's a little bit smaller than Jalen Hurts, though.
He's not as thick, for sure.
Yeah,
Not as strong,
skinny,
but he's faster.
but I mean,
he's a better athlete.
Jaden Daniels isn't the biggest guy either, you know?
Yeah, that's true. He's a string bean.
He's a tiny dude.
Yeah, I'm hoping he puts on a little bit of weight,
He tiny dude.
muscle.
Tiny dude.
That's just him. He just needs to play his game. Like even Lamar. Remember Lamar tried to bulk up, and then he lost a whole bunch of weight before last season. Said he felt 10 times better.
Yeah.
So I think just be smart and don't take hits.
Yeah. Yeah, it's biggest thing.
Because I mean, speed is your weapon. You don't want to slow yourself down so you can
Right.
take a few more sacks.
All right. Any plans for the weekend, Jacob?
You're asking the wrong one, brother.
Ask Cassidy.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell I've got.
I don't
on
think
this
so.
weekend either.
So you're wide open. Oh, you know what we should do this weekend?
I said I don't know what the hell I have going on this weekend. I didn't say I'm wide open.
So you're wide open.
Tony, I like where you're at.
Golf.
Golf.
I was going to say 2, 4, 6, 8.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we can do that.
We could do that, but wouldn't you guys rather golf? I mean, whatever you weirdos are into.
Well, maybe we can hit golf balls at you when you're doing 2, 4, 6, 8.
Look, I'll run down 2 fairways and y'all can try to hit me with a golf ball.
I'm just going to pick it up and throw it.
Can we, for real?
You got to bet. One of them motherfuckers are going to come off straight.
Can we all hit at the same time?
That might kill me though. I don't know. Probably not a good idea.
We'll get you a bucket.
2, 4, 6, 8
Get you a
might too.
bucket for your
So I guess slow death or quick.
You should do the 2, 4, 6, 8 this weekend.
Yeah, I'll check my schedule. I got to check with my assistant. See what she's got going on. Make sure the kids are
He's been
healthy.
checking his schedule since fucking December.
I got to make the kids breakfast. It's a busy
This
weekend.
motherfucker's unemployed. He got fucking no time, dude.
Hey,
Hey,
I've never been busier.
we're all unemployed during the weekend.
listen.
All right.
To the 12 people listening to this podcast right now, please blow Dennis's DMs up and tell his bitch ass to do the 2, 4, 6, 8 challenge.
Actually, Let me pull up your phone number and we can tell the listeners to call you.
Yeah, read his phone number out.
You can reach Dennis at
Just randomly shoot him a text message and say, "You're a bitch. Do the 2 4 6 8."
You got it. You got to do it, dude.
I will.
Don't you just want to get it like behind you at this point?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to fit it in to my busy schedule.
You're full of shit. You are so full of shit.
this weekend. Let's see. Oh, it's Mother's Day weekend.
That's what it was. Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, you can't do it. It's
We could do it.
Yeah.
What about Saturday after the games? After
I have a no myocardial infarction policy on Mother's Day, Mother's Day weekend. So that's just personal, guys.
Tony, read his phone number.
Respect my religious beliefs.
Read his phone number. Dude, I was watching a YouTube video earlier of Bryson playing Grant.
It's 281-330-8004.
Grant went to the thrift store and picked out a set of clubs that Bryson has to play with them. And it was like, can I beat Bryson with thrift store golf clubs?
Oh, really?
And I got to like the third hole, and I think it was they were both even par, but Bryson bogeyed the first two. And
I saw that.
And you seen that?
Yeah, he's
that
all
video?
Bryson's like, it's the club is just the ball's doing shit he does not expect it to.
Yeah, it's not going as far. It one roll back in the water and
some graphite.
Oh no,
shafts.
No, they're nubs.
no, they're like fucking 30-year-old clubs with like the faces are like some of the 3-wood is like fucking barely bigger than the ball. Like they're just tiny.
Yeah, they're tiny.
And somehow he's piping them fucking straight. And I'm like, I can't even do that with fucking the best clubs in the world.
Yeah.
I know we're trying to wrap this up, but I will say the PGA Tour golf course this weekend is cool as shit. They've got a bunch of, it's old school, tiny greens, bunch of undulation. They've got one par 3.
right?
No. That's that's the U.S. Open.
Oh.
But they've got a 75-yard par 3 that is fucking diabolical. It's hard. Now what else do they have? Oh man, I had another good thought.
Do you
I
remember
totally
what
lost
course it is?
It is called. God, no, I don't. Damn it. It's in.
Have they played here before?
Cricket Club. I don't know if they played here before, but it's going to be a good week.
Dunes.
A fun week. All the good guys are playing.
Dunes Golf and Beach Club.
That's in Myrtle Beach.
Oh yeah,
That's a badass course, by the way. Philadelphia Cricket Club is what this one's called.
I think I've played that one before.
Everybody's
It's private.
playing.
Oh, is it private?
Yeah,
Then
you probably play
maybe it's-
Grand Dunes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it is. Yep.
Everybody's playing.
Yeah, all the big dogs are playing because I think the following week it's PGA.
Yeah.
Where's the PGA at?
I don't know.
I've been seeing clips of Oakmont because Fat Perez and all them just played there, and that rough is insane.
Oh, that's a Quail Hollow in North Carolina.
Yep.
PGA is where Rory has won several times. So might place a future wager on Rory to win the Grand Slam.
This the year of Rory. He's going to win everything.
Yeah, he pretty much already has. I mean, why not?
Yeah, can't count him out. I mean,
He's won there before. He's already
And
won
it's
the
not like he's
Players
not playing.
and the Masters and Pebble. I mean, might as well make it a career year.
How about Scotty? After shooting what he shoot last week, 32 under.
30 some under.
33
What?
under?
He was just nuclear.
That's stupid. Come on.
That's not even real golf. That's like video game golf.
Yeah.
that's a course that they shouldn't be playing.
I
Clearly,
agree.
You know,
There-
it
I
just-
agree.
Or move the fucking tees back to another box.
Yeah.
30 yards
Oh,
behind.
that
it.
wouldn't even matter. It's just too easy.
That's not even
Too
fun to
easy.
watch. He shot 63 like 4 days in a row.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Too easy.
They play this week at Philadelphia Cricket Club.
Yeah.
Wissahickon
That course is cool as shit.
Golf Course.
Look it up. Look up the layout when you see it. It's a bunch of short par 3s, some long par 4s, old school golf course. Gonna be fun to watch.
It's kind of like Chesapeake Hills.
Yeah. I mean, just imagine like pros struggling though on like a 75-yard par 3.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's pretty wild.
I'd like to see them try to hit the green at renditions.
Which one?
The
The island green.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it's smaller. It's
definitely
way smaller.
Yeah, it's narrow.
Oh, this golf course does look pretty dope.
It's tight.
All right, guys. Episode 30. Have a good weekend. Everybody text Dennis. Tell him to do the 2468 challenge.
Brolay out.
See you.
Peace.